trans-Saharan trade is a trade across the Sahara Desert between Mediterranean countries and sub-Saharan Africa. In the Middle Ages, the trans-Saharan trade paralleled when the Ghana Empire rose. The Ghana Empire is now known as Mali-Senegal. Even though the Mediterranean economies were short on gold, they still had lots of salt. They used that salt to trade with most of West African countries, some countries like Wanagara. Wanagara had lots of gold, but it lacked when it came to having salt for their country. In this slave trade, the majority of Africans were sent north to serve as servants. It was estimated that between the 10th century and the 19th century, about 6,000 to 7,000 slaves were transported each year. And as many as 9 million slaves came from the trans-Saharan trade. After that, many trade routes started appearing, ending with Sihil Massa and Ifriqiya, which is now known as Morocco to the north. Morocco and other countries increased their contact with Islam. Berber traders were encouraging conversions, and by the 8th century, Muslims were traveling to Ghana. Many in Ghana converted to Islam.
During the trans-Saharan trade, goods were traded along West and North Africa. It stretched from the city of Tunis in North Africa all the way to the city of Gao along the Niger River. Since the trans-Saharan trade is also called the sand roads because it is all in the desert, so it is hard to find cities to have trade in. Any oasis that there was along the desert, a town would appear. Two other major cities that appeared in the desert was Timbuktu and Gadames. From the cities along the west coast and North Africa, goods were traded onto Europe, Arabia, India, and China. The major export in the trans-Saharan trade was gold. Until the Americas were discovered, Africa was the powerhouse to find gold. The two next important goods that were traded was the salt and the slaves. About 5,500 slaves were traded every year in the trans-Saharan trade. Some other items that were traded are the textiles, silks, metals, weapons, utensils, and ivory. Religion was also an important trade among the trade routes in Africa. The people didn't trade the religion of Islam, they inherited it from other people and their culture. The trade that went on in the trans-Saharan trade is an important part in the development of African civilizations.